ministry, we're coming against all the religious lies that have people feeling limited, right, and what they can ask God for and what they think that God's promises are. This is not an orthodox Christian platform that I talk on. This is, I tell people, like, what's your religion? Like, you know, I use certain Hebrew terminologies sometimes and whatnot, but I tell people, man, my religion is the way, the truth, and the life. That's my religion. So I'm gonna talk about the promises of God, right? I'm gonna talk about receiving, right? So when you ask God for something, don't forget to receive it. A lot of times we're like, we ask God for something, right? We think about the promises, right? First of all, what God promised in his word is for everybody that believes in him, right? Yes, there are certain things that come over time when you know not, when you're at a place where you don't abuse what he gives you and you understand the purpose of it, right? God can't give you something that you will misuse or abuse. The promises of God are benefit to those who believe in him, those who want to see his name glorified, just as much as he wants to glorify his name. And when you want to glorify his name just as much as he wants his name glorified, then you come in agreement with God, and then he will begin to work in your life for you and through you. And when I say for you, I don't mean like it's all about you. No, when we make it all about God, God takes care of our needs, right? But God does it for his name, right? It's about the freedom of the next person, right? So that's why I said, it said what you pray for, right? It says with thanksgiving, right? Make your supplication and request known, right? With thanksgiving. So tell God, thank you, I receive. Thank you for healing me. Thank you for forgiving me. Thank you for whatever your specific request is to God. Thank him for it. And not to treat him like a genie, like he's just there to serve you and you live how you want to live. No, you gotta be taking his word serious and really want to have God's heart, right? To know God's heart, to know what you have to know what God's will is. God's will is not whatever happens is God's will. A lot of people, oh, this person died, man. Guess it's just God's will. That's not, people don't have understanding. That's not what the word says. Look at what Christ did. That's God's will. Look what the disciples preached and did. Look at what the apostles preached and did. That's God's will. Look at David's life, a man after God's own heart, right? And you never seen the Bible, God say, yep, that flesh, man, you know, you can't do it. My spirit ain't strong enough. Your flesh is stronger than my spirit. He never said that. Not to get sidetracked, right? But it's, say you're asking for forgiveness, right? You receive that forgiveness from God. Now you have to forgive yourself. You can't receive God's forgiveness and not be able to forgive yourself at the same time. Because when you receive God's forgiveness, guess what? It's impossible not to forgive yourself. In Christ, you are what God said you are. Accepted in the beloved.